What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spotlight by CG. Let's welcome my special guest from Western Carolina, linebacker Antoine Williams, bro. How's it going, bro?
Yes, sir. I'm doing great. Blessed. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, anytime, bro. For those people who are not familiar with you, man, tell me about yourself.
I'm a linebacker. Currently, played at Austin P at Western Carolina. Um, I was an All American at Austin P. All conference at Western Carolina. I've been playing ball for a long time, looking for any opportunity in NFL. Just blessed to continue playing ball.
Oh yeah, so you played during the COVID year, huh?
Yes, sir. That was a lot of people say it was a different time, but it was pretty fun. It was different because that was like really your first time getting football in the spring, and we kind of had pretty much like six games we played in the spring, and that was just different.
Yeah, different time, different adjustments then. But when you were coming out of high school, was there like any other offers besides Austin, PA?
Coming out of high school, like I was the number six ranked linebacker from Alabama, but I didn't get too many offers coming out of high school. I had Austin P. I had a walk on offer to Austin P, and then I had a walk on offer to Jacksonville State. That was my only Division I opportunities to play ball at all. So I took Austin P, and the rest is history from there.
Yeah, the rest is history. So, looking at what you're listed, man, I mean, you're a linebacker, but you're 5'11", 205 pounds. So, you're like an undersized type of linebacker.
Right, like, and I look like it's not necessarily a disadvantage for me because leverage in other game you always lower man win, but a lot of the times I've been undersized all my life, so that don't change. If people want to judge me off being undersized, I've been undersized high school, middle school, college, and I've still been able to produce. And the thing about it is like I feel like I'm always bigger than what these measurements are. Like I
Yeah.
can put on weight, get bigger, get faster if needed to. I can slim down if needed to play a different position. I just feel like I'm versatile for my body size and my shape and my athleticism.
Yeah, I don't think that's the issue. It's just from looking at it, that's just how some people would look at, say, man, if he's going to play linebacker, he's going to have to add some pounds here. But looking at your
Right.
film, you seem like you're really quick off the place, man.
Yeah, and a lot of that is like it comes from just athleticism, but a lot of that comes from the film room. Like I'm a film junkie. My coaches know like I watch film, I study that tape, and knowing the play before it happened really get you going. You can stop a play before it even gets started.
Yeah, and you said you got a knack for the film and all that stuff. So it's not the size that matters; it's what you can make up for. And you said you're more than capable to adapt to that to the next level. So, what was the beginning of your football playing days? What got you into football in the beginning?
I was very young kid. Like I grew up in Alabama. That's what it was. I rolled tide. Like that's what my mind was growing up as a young kid from Birmingham, Alabama. I was raised as an Alabama fan, so I grew up watching like those Bama teams. Like before Bama got good, then watching them take over like college football. I seen Julio Jones. I watched Nick Saban whole career at Bama. So really that got me going. Just being a kid from Bama, I fell in love with football then. I started playing at the age of 9, park ball, and I fell in love with it.
I mean, it had to be a dream for you to want to play for that program, huh?
Yeah, it was, but like I was coming out of high school, I wasn't the biggest recruit. I was, like you said, people thought I was undersized. They feel like I couldn't play at the next level. So I didn't get those necessarily the offers I would have hoped for, a dream for. But another thing for me was I actually got to play against Alabama.
So just from playing against Alabama, was that one of your best performances?
It gotta be. I want to say it's one of my favorite. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the best because we didn't win, and I feel like that game was very like if people who seen the score, they might think we just got blew out. But if you watch the game, it was 17-0 at halftime, and we had a couple chances to score. So like, I love the game. I felt like we had a chance, like at least to put up a better fight.
I mean, in the beginning part, it's like how you guys could have like maybe there could have been opportunities, and sometimes those could have been the difference between winning those ball games or not. But yeah, dude, like I think that's the interesting part about some prospects like you do. Like like a great example, like my boy Josh Allen from Fireball. This guy was underlooked because he was undersized and he
Yeah,
Fresno State not just passed on him once, but twice from
twice.
their backyard. Are you kidding me? And he goes to Wyoming and becomes a very successful NFL story.
Exactly. Everybody has a. There's plenty of stories about people who just are undersized and they just got that talent for. They got their football players. They just natural football players.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like, you look at how these guys are just like doubted and have something to prove. So, I see where you're coming from, man. As long as you can play and put the tape out there, man, they're gonna look at you the way you play the game. But like you said, you've been underlooked your entire life, so you're kind of used to it, so you take it as motivation.
Right.
So was there like a team that you grew up watching that you would love to play for in the NFL one day?
That's crazy because I'm a Cowboys fan. That's crazy to say. I'm from Alabama. I'm somehow a Cowboys fan, but my uncle he passed away a long time ago, but he was a Cowboys fan. I grew up big Cowboys fan. But honestly, like just just to be on any NFL team, honestly, is a blessing. Just knowing my story, how I played, like where I came from, just the opportunity, the chances is just a blessing.
To live out your dream.
Right.
I mean, it's a dream come true, but have you met with any of the NFL teams?
NFL teams, not not since after the season, but before. Like we was talking to a couple of scouts from that come to our school. So I've talked to a few different teams, pretty much throughout my college career.
So it was just like not big teams in mind or nothing like that?
Big teams that I talked to.
Yeah.
I know I talked to the scouts like that's like Jacksonville and the Falcons. They're closer to our school, so I talked to those scouts. They they didn't got my measurements and all that, things like that.
But I'm pretty sure once you get into your pro day, they'll start paying attention to you more. Huh?
Oh, definitely, because I know I've been training. I'm excited though for the pro day. I'm
Oh
really
yeah.
excited.
So when is your pro day?
The pro day we don't have a pro day at our school, so it'll be the pro day for NC State.
Okay, so you're going to be at the North Carolina State Pro Day. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that part. For a guy like you, man, so just from playing all those years in college, man, what do you take away from those experiences that you can build on into the NFL?
It's always something you can learn from somebody else, a different way of playing, a different style, a different technique. You can learn so much from other people. Like I played in a couple different defenses. I didn't play in a 4-3, 3-4, different 4-2-5s. I didn't play in different defenses, and can learn like you can learn techniques to better yourself in every different for different situations of the game. Like learning football, necessarily, you can be a great athlete, but if you don't know, I watch plenty of athletes who great athletes. Like once you get to the NFL, everybody great athletes, but it's people who understand the situation, the time, like the game, the actual football, who really succeed and have like long careers.
Oh, yeah. That's how they go by. But what's something that you want to improve on the most, like your weakness that you can work on?
That's a great question. I say for me would be like covering because and like I'm a linebacker, so I feel like I should be able to be versatile to cover people out the backfield because running backs getting more versatile, tight ends getting better. Brock Bowers just had a crazy year at tight end. Like but being having somebody like a linebacker that can play in the run game and the pass game, like for me, that'll help my game improve tremendously.
Yeah, covering will definitely make a huge difference because if you can cover those tight ends and those running backs off the backfield, that's what they look for at those hybrid positions, especially if you're playing linebacker.
Right.
But like you said, you're more than capable to play any spots, like maybe safety at the next level if you have that speed wise, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying. I can improve my speed to play safety, and I got you look at my frame, the way I'm shaped. Like I'd be an excellent safety, and for me, I feel like I'd be able to quickly like change. Like it wouldn't be nothing that take too long of time to understand, especially for a defense. Because playing linebacker, most of my years I spent time learning every position because that help you learn your position.
Yeah. But did you previously play safety before playing linebacker?
I haven't played safety for real since like maybe high school, like early high school, but I really been linebacker most of my life, all my life.
So what's the difference between playing safety and linebacker, bro? Because there's a different kind of way how you play that style of defense.
When you at safety, it's more of a like you can't mess up, but you can't be scared to mess up at the same time. At defense, it's more so doing your job. At safety, like most plays at safety will come to you, and like at safety, you kind of get more big hits because the play just develop naturally to come spill to you. And I feel like a linebacker, you got to really do your job and understand where you fit in the defense more so than just like flying around.
Yeah, because I mean, safeties they will tend to make some mistakes sometimes, but they got to take those chances and all that stuff,
Hmm.
especially in the assignments and the coverage. But linebackers they have their instincts to make plays and make sure they just go by the play, you know.
Right, and especially in the NFL.
Yeah, they're quicker, so it's gonna have to take a quick process. You got to take the chances or be smart on those plays, yeah, and all that stuff. So besides football, is there like any other sports or what you want to pursue professionally or other sports in mind?
Nah, I'm not too. I didn't really play too many other sports. I feel like I should have. Like I can't. I definitely feel talented enough to play other sports, but I never really felt like pursuing any football being my main focus.
Yeah, football should be a focus first. You know, that's the first plan. I'm pretty sure you'll have a pretty solid career when it comes down to it. But I think so. Are you kind of more of a trash talker or you guy that lets the play do the talking?
Kind of bit of both. Kind of bit of both. Like sometimes in the game, I let the play talk because, especially my first year really playing defense was my All American year, so I kind of had something to prove. I had a chip on my shoulder, so how I played that year, it really stood out for itself. Later on down the line, like it's kind of fun to trash talk with people knowing that it's not gonna make me mad. Like I love to like just joke around with people on the field, sometimes have fun, but still be locked knowing I'm locked in. So
Yeah.
it really kind of bit of both. I do enjoy trash talking, especially with somebody who like give me that competition. I really enjoy the competition part of it.
It makes the best out of you in a lot of ways. I mean, if you never thought of it that way, I mean, professional football is your main goal, but what's the major in college that you do? Like what you had completed with all those type of stuff in college?
My like what I'm
Like
in school
major, like
for.
yeah,
Oh
like
yeah, criminal justice right now. I'm finna graduate in May. I'm so ready to graduate.
oh, so you took a class for like the law enforcement. Okay, so you have that in case that's like a backup pocket. But since you kind of say you're a little bit of a trash talker, you kind of look the part of a WWE wrestler. You would probably fit pretty well with these guys.
Nah, that's crazy that you say that because I'm a big WWE fan too. Like
Imagine if you and Trick Williams were on the tag team, man. Call yourself the brothers, the William brothers, or
the
something.
Williams brothers. That would be. Hey, you might have to trademark that.
Oh yeah, whoop that,
Trademark
Williams.
that.
Yeah, but hey, nothing wrong with it, man. But yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure you're pretty calm, pretty chill, but you got a good personality from the looks of it. You just willing to learn everything at those positions. But I'm just saying, NFL is pretty much the ultimate goal for you. So you want to make a mark. So that's. But you went from 2 different colleges. You transferred from you went from Austin, PA first, and then you went to Western Carolina. So what was the difference from playing with Austin, PA compared to Western Carolina?
The difference playing is necessarily like the playing styles. Of course, it was a different defense. Like I transferred because of financial situations and stuff like that, and I was looking to like be on full scholarship. So once I got to Western, necessarily the play for ball is ball, but it's more so a different playing style. They recruit like more so. I say they recruit speed, and so like it's just a faster team. Like Austin P, we had speed, but necessarily we used it differently.
So it was a different environment. So what was the atmosphere playing at Austin, PA compared to playing at Western Carolina?
At Austin P, I went. It when the atmosphere still wasn't like a big difference because they both was like upcoming trying to like win programs like Coach Walden, he did a lot at Austin P to bring it like to where it is now, and then Coach Bell at Western, he did a lot to bring it to where it is now. And so that kind of the cultures are kind of similar, and but the difference is just for me is like one at Austin P it was like it it wasn't necessarily a small town. So like it was a big city. Like it was one of the biggest growing cities. But Cullowhee is a football town. Like they pack it out. If you check out like football, like attendance, FCS, Cullowhee is like we getting 10,000 fans minimum for a home game.
Oh, so there's a good atmosphere over there. So even at Austin, PA was pretty good, but like you said, Western
Yeah.
Carolina just had a little bit of a different. I mean, it's kind of similar, but you said a little different.
hmm And for me, like I didn't play it in some pretty big stadiums before. So like you understand like how much that affects a game, like just that home field advantage, like how much that could change like the opposing team.
Oh yeah, but your biggest game that you played was against your favorite college team, which is Alabama. So you played one of the best competition to ever play. So it's like if
hmm
they were to look at your film, you can just say, "Hey, I played against Alabama," even though in that score, whatever the score was, if you watch my tape, I was making plays against that team.
hmm That's what that's what I try to show anybody who say I'm undersized. I played against people who that year that was Bryce Young, if I'm not mistaken, his Heisman year, and
Yeah,
we played
Bryce Young.
against
Yeah.
I played against NFL O line that got drafted that year. So like I'm used to the physicality, the speed of the game. I'm maybe I may be undersized, but that doesn't change like how I play on the field at all.
It shouldn't be because you're playing it the way it is. So, what player do you model yourself after? From the looks of what he's saying, like you play yourself like.
Um, that's a great question. I can't like I'm bad with names, but I'm good with numbers. Um, um, from the he played for the San Francisco 49ers. He played linebacker. Try his last name Warner.
Oh, Fred Warner. Okay.
Fred Warner. Yeah, that's probably if you see him, he's versatile. Like it's times where he's shutting down the run game, he's flying around, but it's times where a quarterback throwing him picks, and it's like he affecting the game. And I feel like just watching him how he play the game and fly sideline to sideline, it kind of what I want to model my game for. And then Baltimore, the Ravens, Queen.
Well, yeah, he's on the Steelers now.
Yeah. He did go to the Steelers. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
but
another good player, another good versatile player. I mean, there's even Kyle Van Noy who can do everything also.
oh yeah, definitely. Of course, one of my favorite, the linebacker I watch before every game is Ray Lewis. Like he
Oh
put
yeah,
me, he put me in a different mode. If you just cut on a video, his motivation, his speeches, and
plays
just
with a passion too. He plays like a motivating speaker, like a coach that speaks on the field but
yeah,
plays the game right.
and he played the game right. That's what I love about it. Like he just he let his emotions out on the field, and that's how I am as a player. Just
Yeah.
that competitive spirit.
I mean, you have that dog mentality, so you play with a purpose. So the one thing that stands out about some like majority of the guys I've interviewed, man, they just love the game of football just like you.
Hmm.
You're you're willing to push more for those opportunities, man. You're trying to scratch and claw your way into an opportunity, man.
Yeah, I've been doing it for so long. I've always had to call for an opportunity. Like you said, people say I'm undersized, this and that, but like if you give me a chance, I feel like I can show everything that I say. I feel like I can show it, and I have been. And like you said, like I've been doing it for so long, it's just become motivation at this point. I don't even look at it like, oh, they treated me any different than, or they underlooking me. I just look at it as once I get my chance to prove what I can do, I'm gonna prove it.
Yeah, and you know what, man? Since you feel that confidence, since you feel that way, why should NFL teams draft you, man?
I feel like NFL teams should draft me because I can contribute to not only the whole team. I can contribute in every aspect of the team. Not only am I, of course, you're gonna get a great athletic, great linebacker out of me, but you're gonna get a team player. Like I'm willing to do whatever is best for the team, and all that aside, I can play special teams. Like I can contribute. Like people don't. People kind of. I feel like me being an All American and playing great on defense and later in my career take away from what I did in special teams. I didn't block punts. I didn't made plenty of tackles on kickoff. I didn't protected on punts. I didn't play. I started every special teams there is for multiple years, and I feel like I can truly contribute to a team in every position they need me to.
Oh yeah, that's something that the Niners have dealt with. Unfortunately, like we've been ranked the worst special teams in football, man. So, man, John Lynch, we need to give you a call. Get this kid. This guy can make our special teams unit. Maybe he can be a nice, solid safety for us. I mean, man, let's give Antoine Williams a call, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trust
No,
me,
but in all seriousness.
I'm picking up in a second. I'm
Big
picking
up
up
in a
in a second.
second, but in all seriously, dude, that's what we look for is those traits, bro. If you can contribute on special teams, if you can play your role on safety, like you or linebacker safety, you said you're more than capable. You got versatility, you got speed, and you play with a purpose. So yeah. But like you said, you can even make a switch back to safety or play linebacker. Either
Right.
way, right?
Definitely, like I'm willing to show it. I just need the opportunity.
Yeah, you do need an opportunity. So what are the main things you look for studying film?
When I'm watching film, um, one thing that my coaches had taught me, they taught me the O line never gonna lie to you. But like in today's game, especially in the NFL, it's so many different playbooks, different things. But me watching the game as a football player, it's a lot of habits, like a lot of tendencies, and that's what you pick up on. You pick up on these tendencies. This player got that foot back, quarterback he in this stance. Like they even pick on even just fans picked up that Jalen Miro has a tendency to have his a certain foot back when it's a run versus his stance when it's a pass. Like tendencies like that will change the whole game. Now you got tips. Now you can call this out. Now you can tell the rest of your players, and now y'all all on the same page. Y'all know when it's a run and it's a pass. And I feel like for me at linebacker, that helped me like realize the play, allow me to like fly faster.
Yeah, like I guess like you said, there's those tails where they can tell what the difference is. Like if this lineman's going to run block, you can tell by his foot stand or whatever he's doing.
Right? Like he gonna lean heavier on that hand. He gonna if he finna pull, he gonna sit a little back. These big guys, like they gonna tell it all. If they going a certain way, you'll usually be able to know.
Yeah, and then sometimes for some guys in the safety secondary, they can read the tendency of the quarterback where they're going at sometimes. But for
And
linebackers, you guys look at what goes on with certain plays, like the linemen. Sometimes you got to look at the linemen, see where they're leaning towards.
and then other times, like depending on what defense you is, you might not even be necessarily reading linemen. You might have to see through the linemen. What my coaches at Western Carolina called it like the triangle. It's just a triangle you see through the O lineman, so you can see the running back, see where he going. Because sometimes the linemen may zone block this way, but they run a speed option away from you. So sometimes it depends on how you plan the defense.
Oh yeah, it does. But from your entire college career, what kind of defense was it that you played at Austin, PA, compared to Western Carolina's defense?
We played a 3-4. So I was the Sam linebacker in a 3-4, and I was the so that's pretty much like a middle linebacker. But we also ran a 3 high, so I played a little bit outside linebacker. So I kind of where you have to cover more. At Western, we could play like a true 4 down, 3 line. We played a 3 linebacker system. We played a 4-2-5 with pretty much like a nickel in. So it's just different defenses as far as like formation wise. But I feel like they both really like benefited what we had, like the players we had, the type of players.
So it helped. It made the most out of your talent, is what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. Because at Austin P, that allowed me to be versatile. Like me, that allowed we had sideline to sideline linebackers, and we was in a different conference. So in that conference, I think we had it was a quarterback at EKU, and his last name was McKinney. I think his name was Parker McKinney, if I'm not mistaken. But he was a good quarterback. I remember that. There was a lot of good quarterbacks, so they was throwing the ball. So the pass game was more so a bigger factor. Now that I'm in a SoCon, it's run heavy, big lineman, a lot of big running backs. You're gonna see the pass, but you want to stop that run. You want to have four down D lineman.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that does kind of make a huge difference. Like you said, it got you better as a player as you went on. So let's see. Is there like a song that pumps you up before the game or not?
Song. That's a great question. Sometimes I get in the mode, no music.
No
Like
music.
straight no music. But I got a couple favorite artists. My favorite artist Kodak Black. Like I just shuffle whether it's he got a song called Gospel and it's like real motivational. So that's probably one of the songs I play the most on game day.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. On some people, they have their different interests, but not everybody likes to listen to music before the games. But what is your pregame ritual? Before you prepare for these games.
Is depending on if it's a home or away game. Once I get in the locker room, I I stay in the locker room. I'm gonna get a good stretch in. I don't never touch the field until it's time till it's game time, till we warm up. But before then, I get in the locker room, I get my stuff together, I get dressed, I take my time, I listen to a couple songs, I talk to my teammates, get them going, make sure everybody we ready to go, ready for war,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
that's a good way to prepare yourself. Why did you choose number 15?
that's crazy that you say that because I felt like God chose it for me. I was number 8 in high school. I tried to get 8 at Austin P, tried to get 8 here at Western Carolina, but 15 just stuck with me. It was a player at Austin P my freshman year. He had Williams on the back of his jersey. I guess he transferred and the season was over. They was like, yo, you might as well have 15. That number came to me. And I didn't know like 15 was a number I should have had, but like it's a close friend of mine from back home that passed away kind of before I got to college, and he wore the number 15 right before like that that spring before I went to college. He passed away, so like in a way, I feel like 15 kind of just came to me, and
I
I'm
mean, yeah, condolences to him, but man, that's got to be an inspiring number just to play for that man. I mean, there's quite a few players that have that purpose sometimes. Like sometimes they say, "Oh, I'm just wearing this number because of somebody in mind. It wasn't originally my number, but like the other interview I had with somebody else, somebody explained to me the reason why they had that number was because of a friend too, just like you said.
Mhm.
So it had to be somebody you respected so much, and you played behind them. So even though they're not here, but spiritual, they're right there watching you, and you're making them proud, is what it is, man. So wearing
Yes,
that 15 with pride has to be something for that person to look up in the sky and give you a big smile every time you make your play.
yes, sir. I appreciate that because I definitely and then it's a It's a I don't know if you know about him. He plays for Tulane, number 15. His name's Sam Howard. He he wears 15, so he was my roommate at Austin P. Like we got a story, and we both was walk-ons. We both from Birmingham, live down the street from each other. We got a true story. Like I hope he get like after his last year, I feel like he gonna be the next guy that NFL teams can't miss out on. But he wear number 15 too, and he pretty much made me like choose like make my mind like 15 is the number.
Step your
The number
game up
I
to what it
need.
is, huh? Going to play at
Right.
the highest level like him, so you honor him in respect. So that's a good way to put it. Do you have a football nickname?
Uh, I got Ant Man. I got Ant Man. Everybody on Austin P was pretty much calling me Ant Man. That's simple, but my name Ant, so it's not too much you can get from that.
Maybe because, like you said, man, you're not as big as you are, so they got to call you the Ant Man. But you play bigger. You play bigger than that, so
Yeah, that's true. Like I embrace the nickname. Like I love the
yeah.
nicknames.
Ant Man just means like the smallest insect, bro. So you play fast, so
Yeah, that's facts.
yeah, play for fast. Oh, so who was the toughest offensive player or receiver, tight end, running back that you faced, or a rival player that you talked the most shit to, or you've seen in your top? Like what was the toughest opponent and what was the toughest players you faced?
The toughest opponent I faced, I've played, of course, the people at Alabama, but I don't want to get that answer because that's like everybody know they're gonna be tough. But I say one of the toughest running backs I played was Derek Powell. I don't know if you know that name, but he's a
Oh, Derek Powell?
yeah,
I
he's
had him on.
really
I had him on and David Walker and then the linebacker or the safety I had the other day, Wilson.
we'll see. Oh yeah, David Walker is tough. Like I didn't play. He played defense as well, but
But that running back, yeah, you were talking about that running back, Derek Powell,
Derek
yeah.
Powell, yeah, he's different. He's a smaller guy too, and I'm
But he
trying to
plays
say
bigger, yeah.
he plays huge. Like we played against North Alabama, and the game was a lot closer than what it should have been because of him. Simply because of him. We let me say it's a couple undersized players I know that there's a player I didn't play against, but I played with is Desmond Reed. He's at Pitt now, but he was at Western Carolina, and he's legit. He's legit for sure.
Yeah, but playing against Derek Powell, man, that guy has speed, and yeah, he told me the first couple of years he was at North Alabama before he transferred to Central Arkansas. But yeah, that guy's like, what is it, 5'8", 180 pounds? But dude, once you see those holes or even a small little crease or something, that dude's untouchable.
Gone. Gone. You
Yeah,
better
you
catch him
forget
before
about
he gone.
tackling him. Forget about tackling him. You're just gonna
Definitely.
get tired.
Definitely. That was a good game playing against them. Like I love the competition. He was great competition. And
So
then
he was a great opponent that you looked forward to. Okay.
and then we played I played Western Kentucky. That was my first start. They had their quarterback was Bailey Zapp. That was
Bailey
the
Zappi, I think that was another quarterback. Then what about that one wide receiver?
Mingo
Not Mingo, but I know there was this receiver who can break tackles.
at WKU.
Yeah, he was at Western Kentucky. He was drafted by the Jets.
I think I know who you're talking about, but they definitely had like that was the year their team was real good.
Corley, his last name's Corley.
Malik
Malachi
Malachi,
Corley. Oh, that dude was something else.
yeah. Malachi Corley is
But he was
legit.
a tough one, right?
He's tough. Like I think he had like maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns that game. He's another tough opponent.
So that would be a tough opponent was Malachi Corley and Bailey Zappi, and then there was another quarterback they had before after that. I mean, I think after Bailey Zappi was drafted by the Patriots, they had another quarterback also who was pretty solid too. So yeah, I keep track of a lot of these guys. So yeah, Malachi Corley was a tough one. I'm pretty sure he had to deal with the tackling part.
Yeah.
But Shaderick Powell had to be the fastest, so it had to be that hard to get him, huh?
Yeah, but like you said, when I the defense I was in, like I got some like you can check my highlights. It'll be North Alabama on there, but I'm getting to the ball before he even gets started. Like I'm catching him in the backfield. Like I think that game I had like 2 or 3 TFLs, a sack for a forced fumble. But it was definitely like he definitely made some plays to that game where it's like, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, like those. I mean, those are like the ones you just named. Those are pretty good opponents that, from the looks of it. Like, so if you had a sack or a touchdown or interception, what would be your dance, like your celebration dance?
It's crazy because I got a video of after I got a TFL against Murray State. I had I think 4 TFLs that game. I had got a TFL, I did a little dance, and like it's not like a known dance. It's kind of a little dance we was doing, me and my guys in the locker room. But like if you just get some time, you can see the video. I can send you the video.
Yeah,
Show
send me
you.
that video. I gotta look at a lot of your other tapes because every time I look for other films, bro, it seems like there's not like no previous films of yours. But I'm pretty sure you got some good tapes.
Yeah, I definitely do got some good tape, especially
Yeah,
like that game. That was a
you,
good game.
you should do the Ray Lewis dance if you make that big sack or something. Do that little dance like Ray Lewis does,
Got to,
like that, and then he goes.
like you got to. If I get a chance, the opportunity, make that play.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
That'd be a good dance, man. Because every time I try to emulate the Ray Lewis dance every now and then, because I think like every time he does it, it just seems like it just seems cool. Like
it
I don't know.
is. It never fails. Every time, it's
Or the
just
Lights Out Maryland, or the Lights Out Merriman was like cool too.
yeah, yeah. That's tough. That's tough.
or the juniors say a fist pump, like. Ugh!
Definitely,
Oh
I love celebrating, especially with my
yeah.
teammates. Like, love
Ooh.
it.
So speaking of, what was your best college game just from Western Carolina or Austin, PA? I mean, you said you had different kind of good ones, but what would be your best one overall statistics or your opinion, your best game?
Um, Best game statistic wise would be I put up 15 tackles against WKU that year. So that would be one of my best statistics. But I got like different games where it's like different statistics. Like the Murray State game, I had 4 TFLs. I think that was the most in like Austin P history in some years. Like in the Bama game, I had 10 tackles, 1 tackle, 2 TFLs. So like I got a lot of pretty different
Mm.
games.
Yeah, like 15 tackles is impressive, but I gotta say, you played the best competition in Alabama. You had 10
Mhm.
tackles and 2 tackles for loss. So I would say, if teams are looking at your film, they gotta look at the Alabama game.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the film to watch just because you can see how like okay, he can make this tackle against 220, 230 big running back. He can go against these bigger linemen and get up. Like that's what a lot of people be worried about when they talk about size is how do you manage these hits? But I mean I take great care of my body. Like I've played college football 4 or 5 years. I'm in great shape. I'm
Yeah,
healthy,
you
no
must.
injuries.
Yeah, you have to if you want to stay and prolong your career, because some of those injuries can be like career ending, or just it could take away your opportunities for other chances to play. So, how do you silence the crowd noise?
Great. That's another great question. When my first few years at Austin P, we kind of played some big schools, so like I kind of had to adjust quick as a young guy. Like, but coming out of high school, I played football big in Bama. I played 6A football at Pinson Valley. We won state 2 years in a row. We like I'm used to big games. I'm used to big crowds. Like when you on that field, when you on that 100-yard field, 53 yards wide, it's all the same. Like everything just kind of silence itself.
Oh yeah, for sure. It kind of makes a difference how you can adjust to that. So we're gonna do a couple of these rapid fire other questions and all the other stuff, and then we're gonna do common sense questions. So if you could have a meal with one celebrity, alive or dead, who would it be?
It have to be LeBron,
The Bun.
LeBron James.
LeBron James, like it's kind of intriguing because he's one of the best at playing the game. So that wouldn't be nothing wrong with that. I mean, what would you pick from him just from that 1 day meal with that guy?
I'd be trying to like just the conversation with him. I'd be wondering how you do it for so long. Like just trying to understand how did he manage to uphold like his image, uphold being an athlete. Like he is just so many different things that he does that you would like to model yourself after,
Yeah.
as far as
And,
an athlete.
yeah, he's already playing for so long. Most athletes at his age would tend to just retire, but it's changed over the
Especially,
years. It's really
and
changed over the years.
he's been playing at a high level for so long.
Yeah, especially a guy like Tom Brady playing at 45.
Yeah.
That's got to be insane. So, okay, so here's another rapid fire question. We'll answer this last one for Grandizer, and then I got to answer a couple more other ones. Guess we can cover like two more of his questions, and I got to just give you the rest of the other ones. So, who's your favorite dinosaur? And then I guess we'll answer like after you're done with the dinosaur question.
Dinosaur probably a pterodactyl because they can fly
Oh, they
and
can fly. Okay, that
yeah,
because you fly on the field, so I guess that makes sense.
it's only right. It's only
So
right.
outside of football, what hobbies do you enjoy? Sports or music or food or artists or other stuff?
I really do like music. I like to listen to different artists. Um, I like watching. I like movies. I like family. Like I like family time. I'm a big person. I like being around like people that I'm close with. Like I'll be around my teammates, something like that. Just doing like, excuse me. When I was a kid, my family, we used to play board games and stuff. And I kind of want to do something like that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something like to go with. Like you seem like more of a family kind of guy and closer friends in that way. So what would be your biggest advice for younger self, like playing Pop Warner?
But my biggest advice for myself is to take care of my body. I like me personally, like I had knee surgery like when I was younger, but I feel like the more I take care of my body, the better I feel. Like I feel like ever since then I've only been getting better instead of like going backwards. And I feel like I could have took my game to a whole another level if I just kept being smarter with my body.
Yeah, sometimes those early injuries can catch on at some point, but I think, like you said, as long as you take care of your body, you'll be fine. So, all right, let's continue the rest of the rapid questions, and let's see, McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's over
Damn,
everything.
McDonald's seems like the common answer.
Over everything. It's the fries.
Just the fries, but man, I don't know. Like, I mean, like you said, the fries are good at McDonald's. I like the nuggets and the other stuff, but I usually like the Burger King burgers. But I don't know, it's just me.
That's true. That's true. Burger
But
King, you got good burgers, but Burger King, that like they don't have nothing else. No good nuggets, no good
oh yeah,
fries.
the nuggets are the best at McDonald's. So you're right about that one. So okay, so Walmart or Target, man?
Depend who you with, and depend what you need. But I'm a big Walmart guy because everything I need Walmart, and I'm in and out.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong with the prices. So okay, so we'll go with the common questions, and then we'll go from here, and then we'll end it on a high note. So I'll give you three of the common sense. Okay, let's say you guys have a chance to win a ball game, and you had a teammate who's selfish, who's upset at the fact he's not getting the playing time he deserves, and he refuses to sub in somebody, and then eventually he walks out on the team on the sidelines, doesn't even explain, gets upset, and doesn't even respond to you guys. How do you respond to that type of circumstances or situation?
Sometimes you gotta approach people differently. Sometimes people respond in different ways, and that's what I realized going like seeing a lot of different people throughout college football, being on a lot of different teams. Sometimes you just people you can't leave nobody alone. You like at the end of the day, that's your teammate. You can't leave them alone. They may be going through something, they may not be, but you gotta talk to them. You gotta be encouraging. You can't if somebody do something like that, they already feeling bad. So just edging it on, like just discouraging them more is not gonna help. But in some cases, you need it. In some cases, it is like it's tough love, it's hard parenting. In some cases, that it's like you have to have it, but you just got to know the situation and know people. You got to get to know people before you really
Yeah.
talk to them.
Yeah, you can't judge by the cover, but you can at least just let the next man play or just play as the game goes on, and not let it become an issue. So let's say in the sidelines you had a couple teammates on the same page, and they're just not communicating pretty well with the. Let's say the play is not going well for them, and they're just really going at each other, and it's altercation. So how do you deal with a situation in that type of circumstances?
You gotta get everybody focused back on the common goal to win the game. They can do the arguing and stuff, but they got to leave that outside of football right now because we have a game to win, and usually like that happens like that really happens in real life. So sometimes you just got to calm both sides down to get them to be able to communicate in the sense of football, because at the end of the day, if neither side gets what they want or neither side is happy, then the whole team has lost. Like, not only do you lose one person, you lose two people, because now this affects the whole team. Because now we got, like, for instance, say if it's the back end, it's safeties and DBs. If they not communicating, those are touchdowns, those are points on the board. So, like, a lot of the times you just got to get people on the same page. Like, you
Yeah.
can worry about all the different problems, and most of the time the problems don't even. It's just because we on the football field, emotions flying.
Oh yeah, it can be emotional, but especially on a play, just on a guy that you play with. It's like, dude, what were you doing on this play, dude? I told you I was gonna cover that play.
Right, like
And
that.
yeah,
And then
and it can get out of hand at times, and it can be a little altercation because I mean, just from experience and from playing on the field before, I've seen stuff where I had to deal with a quarterback and a wide receiver, and I had to separate the quarterback or even the altercation with the coach, man. I had to put him aside, man. Like I was like, dude, chill.
yeah,
And
it's
all that,
that.
it can get out of hand.
So many times it can get out of hand, but at the same time, I didn't seen I didn't seen the best give up touchdowns. Like some of y'all favorite players, I seen them give up touchdowns. You feel me? Next play, I done seen the worst give up touchdowns. Next play, make a spectacular play. The next play,
Yeah,
it's just
they
a
have to bounce back.
game of football.
Yeah, it's all about making a bounce back play and all that stuff. So let's say you guys go into halftime and you're down by a couple touchdowns. What would be the best speech for you to get the team to come from behind and win this ball game?
Ooh, that's good. That's another good one. I'm gonna have to shorten it, but like, of course, my speech would pretty much be around. You got to think about what you're doing this for, your why, your reason. Everybody got their different reasons. Like everybody, of course, there's people who, oh, I just love football, but deep down, everybody got a reason. Somebody made them want to play this game. Somebody made you want to love football. It's the reason why you didn't give up. Then I try to encourage everybody. Like,
Yeah.
we did so much together as a team. People don't realize that, like, especially in college, like, just trying to motivate your teammates. You went through so much together. You all on the same mission, the same journey, and you did it together. And
Yeah.
that enough, I feel like, get me going, get me flowing for the game.
Yeah. Especially sometimes that little wake up call can be something like there's some speeches where you can definitely lead to a locker room and they either get locked in or not. And usually you would just say, we got 30 minutes left, guys. Do you want this or not? Are you guys with me or not? Are you going to play 100+% on the field or you're not? Who
Definitely.
wants to do you guys want it or not? That would probably be another way to put it too. But people have different ways of approaching. So okay, let's do one last question right here from Grandizer. I guess he wants you to give a song for your Western Carolina. Do you know their theme song or something?
Western Carolina. I'm like, I didn't learn the I forgot what you call it. The song that like after games, our chant. I didn't learn it, but for Western Carolina, it's really not. They don't have a theme song. I don't know if they know much about Western. Not a big city, big place. Like especially Colorway. Like pretty much the only thing here is the school.
I think this is the song he put right here. Fight on, you Catamon, fight for purple and gold, fight on victory, true warrior, bold wave, the royal banner or something. I don't know. But I guess there's a fun fact of the school you play for. So it's like it's known for it's kind of like a panther, but it's a cougar and puma. It's known as a mountain lion, but it's a cougar and puma or panther. It's a Native American or something.
Right, and they got a big catamount statue right in front of Ramsey, so I know exactly what they look like. And I'm telling you, like in the mountains, it's something you will see in the mountains, and I don't want to see one.
No, you
I
don't.
don't want to see one.
Okay, so we'll answer the last two questions from Grandizer, and that's it for today. So, Antoine, how does it feel? Does it feel surreal or business as usual?
A little bit of both. Really, for me, it's like I'm blessed for the opportunity. I thank God and I thank you for just even reaching out to me, just giving me a chance to speak. But at the same time, it's always you gotta keep it business. Like you never, even if let's say I did make it to the NFL, no matter what contract I sign, it's business. I gotta keep trying to get better. I gotta keep trying to improve myself, like my life.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a good way to put it. So have any other NFL players reached out to you before the draft?
Not necessarily anybody that I know that's like finna get drafted this year. I haven't talked to another, but I talked to a couple of players who are also like looking to get drafted, who are kind of in the same situations as me. I talked to a couple of people who previously was just drafted in the last year draft. So I know quite a few people. My guy Ted Johnson, I feel like he gonna get drafted real high. So I look forward to watching just the progress for all of us.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would be pretty good to go into. But I guess we definitely went on to a good milestone, bro. I know the time's gonna be worth the process, man. But hey, the journey has been worth it, man. So definitely appreciate your time, bro. I know it's been something that you've been wanting for a long time. You wanted to live out your dream, man. But whatever happens from your NFL career, man, I'm definitely rooting for you for whatever team you go by, whether it's this team or those 31 teams. Like you gotta make the most of your opportunities, man.
Definitely, and I appreciate you for having me. Like I'm definitely tuned in to the show. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful for it, and I'm looking forward to any chance I get after this. I'm looking to come back. Say I'm an NFL player, come back.
Yeah, just give me a schedule or time. But let's make an interesting deal. Like, let's say if you end up on the Niners, man, that would probably be a big on this community.
If I end up on the Niners, you can have me for I come on the show, whatever you need.
But I'm not gonna just bug you like those other guys, man. I'm not like that. But I know you got some schedules and all that other stuff, but it would be something, for the opportunity, man. Doesn't matter if you even end up with the Cowboys or Raiders. I don't care as long as we make something happen. I don't care, man.
Definitely, we definitely gonna make something happen.
Oh yeah, keep me posted, man. Keep me posted on a lot of the stuff that goes on. Let me know if the Niners meet with you, so I can get the edge, and then I can let the other scouts know right off the bat.
Got you for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And for everybody else, man, thank you guys for tuning in. And check out Antoine Williams, Western Carolina's linebacker. Don't let the size fool you, man. This guy plays bigger than his size, man. This guy has the heart of a lion. This guy plays like he's the second coming of Ray Lewis, man. He's going to come and lay the wood on y'all, man. Go check him out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro.